Oh wow, I went to go talk and I choked a little bit. Okay, don't make that sound wrong. It's actually 10:10 in the morning right now, and I promised you guys I would do story time, so I'm going to. And it has to do with two books, but my mom lost one of them, so we're gonna do it on this one. I used to live in Watertown, New York, on Porter Road. There was this blue house with siding on it, and it used to have, I'm looking at my fisher now. I moved the tanks up there next to each other. See, it's gone. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. It used to have a barn with it, and this is back, I think, mid or early 1900s. I'm not sure which one, it's either mid or early. I don't really know, but, yeah. So, when my dad was still alive, I will do a different story time about what happened with him. Him and my mom and my oldest brother, we're gonna change, my oldest brother's name to... Oh my god. We're just gonna call him Alan, because that's his middle name. So, my oldest brother, Alan, all three of them were helping renovate this old house. The barn wasn't with it at the time. It was taken down somehow. I don't know how. Never really figured that out. Trying to figure out what looks best on the camera. And, well, when they were renovating, Mom found two books in the wall. We don't know why they were there or who put them there. We're guessing that was the original owners, or maybe it was the people, like, the oldest people who lived there. Yeah, that's a nice hand motion. But we don't know really who put these books there, but this one has SOS on a plane, a train, and there's a bunch of drawings in this. Sorry if you can see my messy room. Steamboat Bill. There's other ones, but I'm going to show you all the drawings simply because it's more interesting. SOTP, we're guessing that was supposed to say stop, but the person must have been dyslexic. See, there's the SOS with the train, and there's actually a person inside of the train. Not in the train, oh my god, on the train tracks, there's a hand. My mom thinks I draw that, but I don't remember. There's this page, Mama Santa Claus, and Santa Sloss, and yeah. Well, this book is called Modern Life Speller, Ayer Oberholzer Woody, Book 3. Well, in the house, we also had a ghost. Me and my brother, we'll just use their middle names. So, Lewis, me and my brother Lewis, I'm not going to say his name unless he gives me permission, and he's sleeping, because I have to wake him up at 11, so, yeah. Me and Lewis, once we were both born in Porter Road house, we have a ghost story about the barn that used to be there. I'm not liking my hair today. So, one of the families that lived there before us was a little boy, a girl, and a mom and dad, obviously. So, in the barn, they were playing up on the loft, and there's a rope hanging down from the middle. I don't know why. I'm guessing that it's for the hay, for the animals and stuff, but it went all the way down to the floor. And, well, the boy and the girl were playing up there. The boy had dark brown hair, brown eyes. He was wearing a yellow shirt with dark blue overalls, and I can't remember what his shoes were, but whatever. His sister jumped on the rope and was swinging from it, and then she'd let go for a little ways. She ended up getting rope burn, I'm guessing, because that hurt a lot. Like, when you're on a rope and then you let go, then you grab on as you're falling. Anyways, and then she got to the bottom. She said, "Come on." I don't know what the boy's name was, so I'm going to call him John. I don't know what his first name, middle name, or last name was. So John jumped on the rope. But when he did, I think there was another rope there, but it went like a little loop. When he jumped, right here got caught. Sorry if it sounds weird because I'm kind of like pressing a little bit. Like right here got caught on the rope, and he ended up dying, so it was an accidental suicide. And eventually the barn was taken down and there was a tree planted and the tree got cut down. So it was just a stump. Well, me and my brother would play around the stump. Like I would make him have a tea party with me when I was like 3 or 4. And, well, one day when we were playing outside, this little boy walks up to us and he's like, "Can I join?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure. Come on, come play." Yeah, we were little innocent children. I'm looking at my fish. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted. But yeah. And well, we ended up playing with him for a few years. Like I said, we were born in that house. We would play in my brother's, well, more like our room, because me and Lewis shared a room together. Because my oldest brother, Alan, my mom built another room at the bottom of the house off to the side for him because it's kind of hectic because we used to live in well, 3 kids in one room, not so fun. And yeah, but well, my mom said that she felt very uncomfortable around us. I'm not gonna go upstairs and ask her about it. I'm actually in my basement because this is where my room is. But I'm not going to go upstairs and ask her simply because I forgot to ask her if she wanted to talk about it. But I'm sorry, I keep saying that a lot. One day my mom wanted us to eat lunch downstairs in the kitchen. So we went in there and we sat on the floor because we're like 3, 4, 5 or something like that, and we're idiots. So we sat on the floor and we were eating, and then we both looked over to our left, and we looked a little bit up because he was taller than us, so I'm guessing that he was like 10 or something. And we asked the air because there was like no one there. My mom said my mom said that there was no one there, but me and Christopher saw a little boy, blue hair, oh my god, blue overalls, brown hair, brown eyes, yellow shirt, yeah. And we asked if he wanted food. He said, "No, I'm good." And we're like, "Okay." So I finished up and we went upstairs and we played in mine and Lewis's room. And the little boy came in with us and we started playing. My mom came upstairs and she's like, "Oh, can I play with you guys?" And the little boy said, "No, go away. I don't want you here." And my mom didn't hear him, obviously. So we're just like, "No, Mom, we're good. We can play by ourselves." And I had the little teacups out. The little boy would play with me if I wanted him to. So, because my brother was a jerk and he'd only play with trains. Thomas, a train engine, I think. Is that even what he's called? Anyways. So we would me and the little boy would play together. He was so nice. Except for towards my mom. This is where it gets creepy. Me and my brother noticed the black and blues right here. We thought nothing of it because we were only younger. But my mom didn't see them. And so she just sat in our room, like up against the wall. Like, not the wall, oh my god. The door was open and opened into our room. And she just sat there. She just sat there, leaning up against the wall, just smiling, watching us because we were adorable. And while she saw one of the teacups actually lift up. Sorry, I'm so distracted right now. She saw one of the teacups actually lift up, and I think that my poor baby boy is stuck. There you go, baby. One of the teacups actually lifted up, and it freaked her out a little bit, so she kind of just backed up a little bit and leaned up on the doorway. And then out of nowhere, she heard some footsteps, like on an old wood floor, and she felt like she was shoved back, and she was at the end of the hall now. And then the door slammed and locked shut, and me and the little boy kept playing. And then eventually John, the little boy, convinced my brother to come play Tea Party with me, so I'd shut up about yelling at him, because he was starting to get mad. And, yeah. Well, we ended up moving to Harrisville, New York. It's an extremely small town. I don't even think it's considered really a town, even though it has a name. Well, simply because it's so small. In the house that me and my brother, my mom, and my dad used to live in was actually a hunting camp, and there's no power. Well, we ended up moving there, and we never heard from the little boy again. But sometimes I think I'm genuinely haunted. My brother doesn't really care because he's a boy and he doesn't really give a crap about anything. But sometimes my stuff will move around a little bit. I'm not gonna really do anything about it because it doesn't really move that much and doesn't freak me out too much. What does freak me out is that no matter where I go, I always feel like I'm being watched. I know I have fish, and yeah, they can watch me through the glass, but that doesn't bother me. They're just fish. But, I don't know. See that little space up there? Sorry, my finger's a little crooked. See that little space? I babysit kids, so that's why there's a dollhouse right there. But that little space right there, I always feel like there's someone watching me through there, or sometimes if I have, the door cracked open, I feel like I'm being watched. Plus, I believe in, Slender Man and all those good things. Yeah, but, it's pretty creepy sometimes. Sometimes I'll come home and I'll see my beta has, some food up at the top. I'm like, oh, Christopher must have fed us. I'm just like, thanks, Chris. That's my friend down the street. So I thought that my friend Chris had come in. That's his middle name, Chris. So I thought that my mom would let him in and do that. Joking. I don't really know Chris, so I'm just... Wait, what was my brother's? Lewis, not Chris. I was using a fake name for my, brother that's only a year older than me. But I thought that he'd come in and feed my fish. I'm like, okay, thanks, Lewis. And he's like, for what? And I said, you fed my fish. You fed my beta, Sky. Don't you remember? You must have just done it because there was just food there and the top's still off. Next time that you feed Sky, can you, put the top on? Because I don't want the food to fall down if the cats get in my room. And he's like, I haven't even been in your room all day, you idiot. I'm like, well, sorry. I thought that you were just being nice. He's like, why would I do that? I'm like, whatever. But, yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm still haunted. Not 100% sure. And sometimes I'll be in my room just reading something, then my radio will randomly turn on and off, and the power won't be going out or anything. It's just an older radio. It's a Dura brand thing. It's silver. But that is my ghost story that has to do with this book and me and my brother Lewis. And I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.